Hello guys, this is the third part of the story series Diary of a Serial Killer. If you haven't watched the first and second part, go watch it now before continuing. The link is in the description. Now let's begin part 3. Jessica was washing the blood off her hands when she heard a knock on the door. She froze. Another knock. She slowly opened the door, trying not to show fear. A man stood there in a dark brown leather jacket. He looked like a cop. Sharp eyes, calm voice, the same officer who had visited Jessica the day before. "Hi, I'm Detective Osbert," he said, flashing his badge. "We need to talk. Can I come in?" Jessica nodded slowly and stepped aside. He walked in and pulled out 2 photos from his pocket, placing them on her table. "I know I asked you before if you knew these men," Detective Osbert said. "Can you please look at them again?" Jessica looked at the pictures. Her heart raced, but her face stayed calm. "No," she said. "I've never seen them." Osbert stared at her for a moment. "That's strange," he said, "because they were both found dead, burned, and someone saw you with them a few days ago." Jessica stayed quiet. She knew lying any further might only make things worse. "Okay, I know them," she finally said. "Then why did you lie?" Osbert asked. "Because I didn't want to get involved in the case. I dated them, but I didn't want to say anything. They raped me. Then they tried to kill me. I ran away. I was scared. I didn't want to get in trouble." Osbert leaned back, his eyes softened. "I understand," he said after a pause. "Some people deserve what they get." He stood up. "Thanks for your time." And just like that, he left. Jessica breathed a sigh of relief. But her peace didn't last long. A few days later, while checking one of Mark's old online accounts, something she had hacked just to be sure, she found a video saved on his cloud drive. Her face turned white. It was that same video she deleted. In it, Jessica was clearly seen entering Morris's mansion and murdering him. She had deleted all videos from Mark and Aaron's phones after killing them, but she had no idea Mark had saved a copy online. She sat frozen, staring at the screen. Later that evening, the door knocked again. It was Osbert. He didn't wait to be invited this time. He came in, shut the door, and locked it. Jessica stood silently. He took out his phone, played the video, her face dropped. "I could arrest you right now," he said calmly, "but I won't." She looked at him with fear. "Why not?" He gave an evil smile. "Because now you will do anything I want." Jessica gulped. "What do you want?" Osbert looked at her like a predator. "You'll sleep with me, whenever I say. No questions, no games." Jessica had no choice. Her secret was out. If she said no, she'd go to jail. So she agreed. Days passed. Nights became torture. Every time Osbert came to her house, she felt like a prisoner in her own body. But she never let it show, because she was planning something. She knew what she had to do. One night, when Osbert returned, he walked into her bedroom, just like always. Jessica smiled softly. "Lie down," she said. "I'll make it special tonight." He smirked and laid back on the bed. She reached under her pillow and pulled out a small cloth soaked in chloroform. Before he could react, she pressed it hard over his mouth and nose. His eyes widened. He struggled, but it was too late. His arms went limp. Silence. Jessica picked up the knife she had hidden inside a drawer. She stared at Osbert's unconscious face for a moment. Then, without hesitation, she slit his throat. The blood soaked the sheets. She wrapped his body in plastic, dragged it out at midnight, and dumped it into a quiet lake on the outskirts of town. She made sure no one saw her. Back home, she took a long shower, then sat on her sofa with a cup of tea. Another secret, another body, another night. But Jessica was no longer afraid. She was getting better at this. She knew someone would come looking for the cop, so she packed her bags and left town to start fresh. Everything was going well. It had been 2 weeks in her new house, in a new town with a new job. One day, she found a note on her front door. It read, "I will kill you. You can't run from your past." Jessica froze. Fear crept over her. She tore the note off the door and rushed inside. Just then, she saw a shadow pass by the window. She quickly ran outside to check, but no one was there. Then she noticed another note stuck to the wall near the window. It read, "The killer is now haunted." Jessica snatched the second note and went back inside. Her hands trembled as she tried to think. Who could it be? This was the third part of my new story series, Diary of a Serial Killer. The next part will be uploaded soon, or if it's already up, you can find the link in the description. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more thrilling stories.